I'll show you 3 trading robots that are essential for every trading portfolio. Why? Because these 3 robots achieve consistent results and I can withdraw profits monthly. It took me years to get to this point, but you will see it all in this video. Which robots and platform I use and how I withdraw the profits. The first one is the Sharpshooter, expert advisor from the responsible forex trading and part of the powerhouse EA. But in this iFunds account with the capital of 50,000, actually 51,000, because when opening the account I used a coupon to give me extra 1,000. It's more capital. At this account I started trading about 50 days ago. Initially with lower risk, you can see the volume right in here that at the beginning I started just with 0.04, so that's the bonus I used to get extra 1,000. And if I show the track record of the account, you will see that it went smoothly upwards. The equity is staying very close to the balance line, just one dip in here, but nothing really to worry about. And if I just refresh the page, you will see this drawdown, but that's not a drawdown, that's a withdrawal. I requested the withdrawal from iFunds, so here it is, $1,478. And in this account I'm using profit split of 70%, or I'll be getting about $1,035. And that's my strategy with all iFunds accounts. At the end of the month, and today is the 1st of April when I'm recording this video, I will request all of my profits from iFunds and they usually process them within a few hours. And before I show you the other 2 expert advisors and the other withdrawals, I will request with this account where I'm trading the Sharpshooter, I selected the expert option, which is 50k account. It costs $3,000 and I decreased the drawdown to 7%. So by default it is 10% with 50% profit split, but because the Sharpshooter has a really low drawdown, I can afford to decrease the drawdown. And if I show you as well the vendor's website with the Sharpshooter, you will see the track record, which is a demo account. But if I go to the drawdown, you will see that the max drawdown since June 2022 reached 4%, a little bit over 4%. And I'm okay to go with drawdown of 7% with iFunds in this account. But it depends on the strategy you will be using, so you can set your max drawdown, and the more you decrease it, the higher profit split you are getting. Now the second expert advisor that you need in your portfolio is called Waka Waka. And I'm sure you've heard about that expert advisor at least a few times just from me, but it's really profitable. You can see another iFunds account from me and I have a balance of 10,567. If I show you the account history, you'll see profit of above $1,000. The difference, last month I requested a withdrawal and this month I will be requesting a withdrawal again. You can see that it was 596. If I show you a little bit higher in the history, you will see it right in here. And my starting balance is 10,000. So now I have another $515 to request, and that's exactly what I will be doing. And from that withdrawal, I'll receive nearly $258 because with this account, I stick to 10% drawdown and 50% profit split. I'll be using the ERC20 network. I'll enter my wallet address and I will request the withdrawal. And oops, there is an error because there are open trades. So yeah, that was a good example. You need to close all of your open positions if you want to request a withdrawal. However, if I go back to the account, I noticed that there is a floating loss of $58. So what I usually do, I would leave the expert advisor to close the trades especially when it's on a floating loss. I don't want to interrupt this recovery, and I will leave Waka Waka to manage these trades until the end. And once the trades are closed, I'll request the withdrawal. But now let me show you the track record of this account. You will see that I started it at the beginning of the year. It climbed really nice. I requested the withdrawal, and now it climbed again to the same levels, and I will request the withdrawal again. If I click on stats, you will see that it makes an average of 4% a month with profit factor of 2.36. And I have the Waka Waka as well on 3K live account. Let me show you that one. It's right in here. I started this one back in October 2024, and you will see what a steady growth we have in this account. It's trading 3 currency pairs: Aussie CAD, Aussie New Zealand CAD, very equal exposure. If I click on stats, you'll see that here the monthly return is 3.2 with a profit factor of 2.23. And if you're good in math, you probably noticed that this live account that cost me $3,000 is actually giving me $600 of profit, even though I'm trading it for a longer period of time. And the iFunds account, especially the 50K that still costs 3K, allows me to withdraw more profits because I'm withdrawing 70% from the profits I make on 50K account. Of course, there is the drawdown limitation with iFunds, but it's a personal choice, and me as a trader, I prefer to trade both funded accounts and live accounts. Now the Waka Waka has one of the best track records we have seen, but the price of this expert advisor is also a little bit more expensive, like $2,500, and there is a free trial, so I would suggest you start with it. The third expert advisor is called the Forex Gold Investor, and I have it right on this VPS on another iFunds account, and you will see that I started back in February this year, and until the moment I have $1,141.30 as a profit. The Forex Gold Investor is one of the best expert advisors trading gold, and you will see that it is very active if the price of gold is falling or rising. If I show the track record of that account, you will see that it goes up and down because it doesn't use any grid martingale systems. There are 2 systems in the expert advisor, and you can click on stats and go to strategy, and you will see that there is system 1 and there is system 2. Both are profitable. At the time of recording the video, system 2 is more profitable, but if I go back to the overview, you will see that I achieve an average monthly return of 5.7 with profit factor of 1.28. And if I go back to the account and I check the open trades, you will see that there are no open trades. So for that account, I can request the withdrawal right away. That is the account with number 395000. So I will go to that one, 395000, and here it is. So that's the amount I can request, and my profit split is 50%. So I will enter $570.65, and I will request it. I'll hit on yes, and this time it should work successfully. Now let me show you the Forex Gold Investor on a small $500 account, and you will be surprised with the results. The account is visible on our website. If I click on live trading and I scroll down to the bottom, you will see this one over here, Forex Gold Investor, where I'm risking 1%, and you will notice that it flipped the account. The current balance is above $1,000, which means a gain of above 100%. And if I show you the track record, you will notice a very steady performance. So this account started at the beginning of December last year, and with very steady growth. There was a drawdown right in here, but it was recovered and it doubled the account. And that's why your trading portfolio really needs the Forex Gold Investor. And I have it on one more live account where I attempted to flip $500 into 10K. 10K. That's kind of a challenge of mine. I recorded a video about it, and in this account I'm risking 7% and the initial balance is 500. And this account also flipped. The balance is already $1,000. If I show you the track record, you will notice that it actually doubled immediately, like really quickly after I started the account, but then it dropped back to the initial balance. So risking 7% is just risky, right? But with this account, I just risked this $500 in the attempt to flip them to 10K. I don't know if it's gonna work. I will leave it fully automatically and I'll see if it will happen or not. But I find much more stable results when I'm risking 1% per trade, and you can see how this live account is growing slowly. And at the end, let me share with you which are the 3 expert advisors I'm putting today on 3 new iFunds accounts. And I contacted iFunds and I requested custom plan because for my $100,000 project I want to have accounts that cost $1,000 each, and what iFunds have on the website is 25K for $1,600 and they have the 10K account for $700. So they made a custom plan of $1,000 where I'll be getting capital of $15,000. And I already bought these 3 accounts. You can see them right in here. I selected profit split of 50% and I have max drawdown of $1,500, or that's 10%. Now the first expert advisor I'll be trading is the Market Master EA, a new expert advisor that I found recently, and it has a very promising result. If I show you the track record, you'll see that the vendor achieved 58% on his live account since November 2024, and the drawdown is low, like it stayed within 3%, which is just fine for iFunds account. Also, I placed it on a demo account with very low risk settings just to see how the expert advisor works, and so far I'm satisfied with the results, so I will put it on one of my new iFunds accounts. The second expert advisor I want to have on my iFunds portfolio is the Vigorous EA from Responsible Forex Trading. If I show the track record, you'll notice that just once in the past it hit the 30% stop loss, which is the global stop loss for this expert advisor. But since this time, and especially since January last year, it is going really smoothly upwards without huge drawdowns, and I already have it on a live account, Davidex account, and it's doing just fine. The results are public on our website. The third expert advisor I'll start trading is the Happy Gold from the Happy Forex pack, and it is the one right in here. You will see the track record from the vendor since July last year, plus 23%. And I have it on a 1K live account, and you will see that from time to time it drops in the balance, it recovers, but in this case the drop was from 1,283 down to nearly 1,000, or that was about 20% drop. So for my iFunds account, I will just decrease the risk twice to stay within the 10% limit for the drawdown. And all of these accounts are visible in the results tab for the live account challenges and funded trading on our website. And all new accounts I'll be opening within the next few months will get in there, so you can track the performance at any moment. Check out our VIP club that we recently started, and from this month we started with roundtable sessions where we sit together with my team and the members, and we have an open discussion about everything related to algo trading, and it turned out to be very useful for everybody who is in the VIP club. I'll leave a coupon for a cheaper membership down below in the description if you want to get in our Discord channel, and I will see you guys in the next video where you will learn more about the Vigorous Expert Advisor. As always, trade safe, I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.